let's rock.
Jimmy Juice Podcast, man.
Let's go.
Figgy, best in the world, that's what he do, know what I'm talking about. Ryan Rockett, born and raised in the H-Town, Houston, Texas. Know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Let's go in the jacuzzi, smoking threats. I got my feet up. Cut them haters off, I told them beat it. I don't need you. Spend 50 racks in cash, but it's all good. I got my visa. This rolling gun, I'm staring at me like the Mona Lisa. My ghetto, Nike. I beat it like a creature. She always like my sneakers. These Jordan 5 pink aces. Let's go. I'm knocking them down, baby, back in the row. He really the one, but they already know. So none of my chains go put on the show.
Giving up gins, sipping my juice. Counting the beans, addicted to ends. Need to back in on whatever I do. We get it in on the daily. I get it rocking like this with the 80. We really 10 toe down on the pave. What's up? We about to see what they saying.
Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Let's go. Gym, vippin' juice. Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Go, let's go.
What do you have to say to everyone if we still consider the Astros cheaters?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You sliding around playing Eminem in your car, you and your old lady?
Nah, just Dolo.
Just Dolo playing Eminem, just metaphors.
Yeah.
You what we call a tender dick nigga.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him.
I was thinking, looking at that montage, we might need to add some. Well, actually, probably not because it's not a Houston team technically, but some of the World Cup people at NRG. Maybe put that in the montage because that shit was hype. It looked like it was rocking, man.
It was,
the Portugal game it looked crazy.
Yeah, it's been a crazy World Cup so far, man. By the way, just the PSA or just a side note, if my screen go off, that means my power went out. It look like it's raining over here.
Uh-oh.
But so just a heads up to everybody out there.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, man. Yeah, it's been a fucking rainy ass week in Houston and generally Texas, period, I think. And it got super hot right after too. It went from flash flooding to heat advisories and everybody saying stay indoors. So yeah, I've been staying my ass inside, man. It's super hot right now. Yeah. It's super humid, which is really what kills you. So yeah, hope everybody's inside and cool and enjoying some World Cup games and, getting drunk on a Friday and having fun, man. So hope y'all having a good time. Of course, Jims and Juice, Figgy Fig, Ryan Rockett back at it. Going to break down a whole lot of stuff that happened this week, including the Knicks championship. I guess we'll just get right into that so we can go ahead and move past it. The New York Knicks are your 2025-2026 NBA champions, of course. They won 4-1, or it was 4-1 or 4-2. I think it's 4-1. Yeah. So I missed the game, actually. I tried to watch it at the gym, but the gym, they couldn't fucking change the channels on the – I was pissed. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I couldn't watch it. And by the time I got home, the game was over. Damn. But so, yeah, the Knicks won. Wemby's been going through it. A lot of criticism, a lot of crazy shit. Of course, the celebration looked live. I think they had the parade today. It was a lot of rappers. It was Ja Rule, Fat Joe, the whole everybody you think would be there was there. And I didn't notice, but Patrick Ewing actually got a ring because he's apparently on the staff. So
yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was on the staff.
Apparently, he's been on the staff this year, so he got a ring. He finally got the ring 30-some years later. But yeah, so Figgy, any thoughts on the New York Knicks finally getting back to the championship and winning first time since 1973, I think.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Before I get to my thoughts, question for you: do you feel like this kind of solidify everything for Patrick Ewing for getting the ring like this? Because because I know he did get one as a player. Obviously, he went to the finals but didn't win it. But I wonder, do this change anything for his legacy?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I guess nice that he got a ring and he stayed with the Knicks, but it doesn't change anything for his legacy. No.
Yeah, I was just curious because I kept seeing people bring that up, like finally got one. And I'm like, is it that big of a deal right now? I mean, I'm sure personally, it's a big deal for him, but I'm just saying, as far as like having him in the conversation, like if Charles Barkley was to jump on somebody's coaching staff or whatever and get a ring, like, do that change the conversation? So, like him as a coach, like on the coaching staff versus player, I kept seeing people bring that up.
I have to say this too, man. There's way too many clout chasing ex-Knicks fans, ex-Knicks players that are celebrating this championship. I mean, I could see if you're from New York. I think Amon Shumpert is from New York, right? So I guess I can kind of understand him. I don't know if he is or not.
I know he played for New York. I'm not sure if he's from there.
Okay, now fraud alert. We got to see who's actually from New York.
Yeah.
No, he's from Illinois.
Yeah.
So he got drafted by the Knicks, but yeah, he's not from New York. He's been celebrating the whole time in his jersey for some reason while playing.
And he won a championship with the Cavs.
Yeah. So he's really double dipping here. But and also Carmelo Anthony, like, come on now. We got to be honest about the Carmelo Anthony in New York time period. They didn't win shit his entire time they were there. And he probably set the franchise back more than he actually progressed them. So
yeah, because they gave up a haul for him.
Yeah, they're trying to make up a little fake ass big three with Amari Stoudemire and shit. They're trying to do a little fake super team like the Heat. And it didn't work out. And Jeremy Lin coming back, trying to run it back again. All right, man. It's a little too much cloud chasing from these New York Knicks. Like they made this happen or somehow contributed to it. They did not.
Yeah.
They had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Same thing with I don't know if I don't think J.R. Smith is from New York. I know the same thing with Iman Shumpert. They played in New York.
Yeah.
But even him going around just at the game, like it's like, yeah, we won one. I'm like, all right. Like I don't know. Me personally, I guess you could do what you want to do, but I just didn't understand that, especially with the whole he finally got a ring thing.
Yeah, you never see that with any other team. Like if the Lakers win, you're not going to see people who played 5 years ago with the Lakers and was a bench player or some shit be like, "Hey, we got one." You know, you don't see that with the other teams. You don't see Kevin Durant celebrating the OKC winning a championship.
Yeah,
he's still playing, so it really wouldn't look good regardless. But you don't see shit like that. So it's just a weird look, man, to have all these ex-players on the bandwagon celebrating like they want it.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of weird, and this was in the previous series with OKC. I thought it was a little bit weird. Steven Adams was at the game.
Yeah,
as an OKC fan, where I'm just like, dang, I guess I never really thought about it as a current player being at your former teams in the playoffs and you hanging out there. I never really thought of it, but yeah, no, I agree with you. It's kind of weird how everybody just kind of showed up out of nowhere. And I'll get to my Knicks thoughts in a minute, but another thought, you brought up Carmelo Anthony. Did you see this post talking about how, Melo, I don't want to say, it's not, I know I'm wording it wrong. It's not the worst luck in the world, but I think they pretty much said, his time in Denver is erased because his number 15 is worn by Jokic now. And Jokic is clearly the better player. And then in New York, he pretty much didn't win anything. And now they they won a they won a championship, and he didn't win anything there. I think they talked about. I think this might be a little too far, but LaMelo Ball. They said he's not he ain't like people don't look at him as Melo. They look at Melo Ball more than Melo. I guess. I think that's a little too far, but then somebody took it even a little further, talking about even the murderer Carmelo Anthony took
Yeah,
his
I
name.
saw that post. Yeah. He's not even the most relevant Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug, Carmelo Anthony is like kind of like how I feel about Allen Iverson, but even worse because he wasn't as good. Like Allen Iverson is somebody who I think was overhyped based on his personality and style of play, but it didn't result in shit. You know, he won one game in the finals. That's as high as he got.
Yeah.
And it was even worse for Carmelo Anthony. He didn't make the conference finals. I think he made it once with the Knicks or maybe with the Denver.
I think with the Knicks for sure.
Yeah, but it's like he didn't win anything. And it was just people like his personality. They liked the way he played. They liked the way he looked, I guess. But it didn't result in shit. So, no, he's not. Yes, he's a Hall of Famer because everybody gets in the Hall of Fame in the NBA. But in terms of legacy, he has one of the more forgettable ones of anybody of his caliber.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I'm not going to say his legacy has been erased like nothing ever happened, but he was just a cool player that didn't win anything.
Yeah,
that's great. Basically, all he is.
It seemed like, you know, like I agree with you. I don't think anything gonna be erased, but it seemed like his legacy is going lower and lower each time. Man, I feel it seemed like whatever team he was on, like even Denver, because once he left Denver, you could argue and say, man, that was one of the best franchise players in history, and you know, maybe retire his number and all that stuff. I know it did. I know they left on kind of rocky terms, but some second round pick named Jokic came in. He came a what 2-time, 3-time MVP or whatever. Probably should have been 4. And that's totally gone. People don't think number 15 Carmelo Anthony there no more. And then even in New York, he didn't win anything, man. He was cool. He was from New York and all that stuff. So, you know, that was about it. But he didn't get them to the finals. But a guy named Jalen Brunson did, and they talked about giving him a statue. So it seemed like his legacy is kind of slowly but surely getting erased. And he was already, and I'm using this loosely. He was kind of dealt a bad hand a little bit, because a dude named LeBron James was drafted the same year he was drafted. And so, you know, he probably should have been the second overall pick, but that was Detroit kind of messing up. But it just seemed like what was Melo the best at? Like at any point in his career, what was he? You know, he's the top dog. Like I don't even think he ever had a year where it's like, oh yeah, that year Melo was the best player in the league. It seemed like he was always second fiddle, third fiddle, or whatever. And remember that year they was rookie, they tried to hype it up like Bird and Magic.
Yeah.
That conversation ended very quickly. Like it wasn't even close to Bird and Magic.
Yeah, his best years were definitely with Denver, but he doesn't ever. He kind of wants to push that to the side. I guess he wants to make it look like he was this Knicks guy, and that's his identity. But that his peak was with the Nuggets. That team was actually a team that could compete for a championship on paper. They had good players. Carmelo was probably at his best. They were decently coached. They could have made a run. But the Knicks was just a terrible experiment that didn't work out. And he got shown up by Jeremy Lin, who stole all his thunder for a couple of weeks, and he forced him out of there basically. So yeah, yeah, for him, I don't know. Like who would retire Carmelo Anthony's jersey? The Rockets, maybe. Maybe we could just do him a little courtesy and hang. I don't know if anybody in Houston ever wore 7. That's really good. But maybe we could do him a little favor, because no, Denver can't, and the Knicks shouldn't. So who else retire his jersey?
Yeah, I don't know if I doubt the Knicks would do it. If they do it, I mean, they won the championship now, man. So it'd be one thing if they still didn't win a championship or something, and then now you just you trying to clout chase a little bit, draw some attention to New York, but they ain't even got to do that now, man. He's just a Knicks legend at this point. I'm using the word legend loosely. How you use Texans legends, and no, for real. Like he's there, man. Like you could put him up there with John Starks, Allen Houston, and niggas like that.
I mean, you can't even put him with them because at least they made the finals.
That's a good point.
They actually were a good team, and they actually made the finals and had a good run. You can't say that about Carmelo. And
that's a good point.
So yeah, I don't know. He's one of the more overhyped people in the NBA history to me. But
yeah,
I mean, look, I'm not gonna shit on him completely, but it's just the whole thing about him being like a Knicks legend. Same thing with Jeremy Lin. These are not legends by any measure of anything. All right, Jeremy Lin had a hot 2 weeks in the NBA, then got figured out.
Yep.
He's crying, and he was crying. Now he's going on a tour talking about he didn't want to leave and he wanted to take less money to be with the Knicks and all this and that. Dog, you would have been ass on the Knicks too. All right.
They figured him out good too because he was going against LeBron and them, and everybody was Linsanity. And man, when they played each other, it was over.
Yeah. And we overpaid to get him, and he was ass here too. So and then fucked up our fan base with all these people from Taiwan, I guess, and China coming into the games rooting for him. It was like Yao Ming, but worse because he was nowhere near as good. So it was fucking a mess, man. But regardless, thoughts on the Knicks, man.
Yeah, but as far as my thoughts on the Knicks winning, honestly, and I was talking about this. Lopez was giving me a hard time because he kind of root for the Spurs, but I rather, to me, just from a fun point, I rather the Knicks win it because I felt like you got better content, the parade and just crazy fans and all that shit, celebrities. I don't think you would have got that with the Spurs. It would have just been a Wemby fest. Like, oh, is this the greatest player? It would have been silly conversations like that. And I know it's still silly conversations, but I felt like I don't think I ever seen fans react the way they react when how the Knicks are acting, how Knicks fans reacted to it. So that's the only joy I got out of it, to be honest. Just seeing everybody act a fool in New York. But yeah, man, I did not see this coming, man. I was waiting on the Knicks to fold. It seemed like they've been hot the whole time, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was funny because they was giving Becky Hammond a hard time because she was saying, Jalen short people can't win no championship or can't carry it, whatever she said. So I'm like, damn, that's probably the worst fan base to get into it with over that now.
Yeah, that's the price of making bold statements like that. I still remember Max Kellerman, who, again, people are acting like he was a fucking genius on First Take. His main point was for years like that Tom Brady was washed up. And this is before 28-3. He was saying this shit. He was saying Tom Brady's washed up. He'll never win again. He'll never do all this shit. Every week he come on TV.
He's going to fall off a cliff.
Yes. And yes, Tom Brady did eventually get washed up, but he was saying this like 5 years before he was washed like that. He won 2 championships. And that time he was saying that he was washed up. So
yeah. And honestly, he never, and I know he was washed towards the end, but he didn't even fall off a cliff, man. Like, even washed up Tom Brady was decent.
Tom Brady could still play today somewhere. Let's be real. Aaron Rodgers could still play. Tom Brady could still play somewhere today.
Yeah, no.
Really wanted to.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. Now he was a little bit washed where you just like, it was kind of sad seeing him go out like that, especially I forgot who they were playing. I think it might have been the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys, they playing the Cowboys in the playoffs or something. And he just didn't look good. It's just like, damn, man, like it's really over for Tom Brady. That was kind of sad, but he was still good though, man. He was still good.
Yeah, so that's just the price you pay when you make these bold statements on, and then people pull the receipts. So yeah, you're gonna say Jalen Brunson ain't never gonna win. Now you got to eat that for the rest of your career. So good luck. But I agree with you. I think the content was way better with the Knicks winning. Now I don't like the fan base at all, so I wasn't rooting for them. But I think for the NBA, this definitely was the better outcome for the Knicks to win. And let's face it, the Spurs got plenty of championships. Winning is nothing new for them. But the Knicks, there's people that have been born and lived and died in natural causes since their last championship. So, yeah, it means it's more meaningful. And, of course, it's New York, so they got to have the whole party and all this shit. So it is better for the NBA that the Knicks won, content-wise.
Yeah.
And the ratings are really high too. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people who said the NBA was dead looking real silly right now.
Yeah.
So, NBA is very much alive. And how do you feel about, because I've seen this, I know you've seen the take about that guy who said it's like a participation trophy. Because
Vincent
nobody's
Goodwill.
repeating. Yeah, nobody's repeating. I think the last 8 years we've had different champions every single year. Nobody has gone back and won it in the whole 8-year time span. What are your thoughts on that? Do you like the parody, or do you think it kind of makes it look like, I guess a fraud can win if they just get lucky or something? How do you feel about that?
Nah, I disagree with what he was saying. I kind of understood what he was trying to say, I guess. I was totally out when he said participation trophy. At that point, I'm like, all right, man, like you sound silly, but no, man, I think, look, to me, whoever won the championship that year was the best team that year. I don't look at it as, oh, you got a three-peat for you to be actual for the championship to mean something. It's hard to say to get one, and you saw it with the Knicks. So I don't look at it as, oh, the Knicks got to win one more or two more for it to mean something. Like, no, that championship, they're gonna celebrate that championship for the next 20 years, man. So I don't look at it like that at all, man. Honestly, I think I do wonder if people actually like the way it is, where you got a new champion every year, rather than the whole Golden State Warriors thing, where they get in there every single year, they winning four championships within a 5-year span or some shit. So I do wonder if people enjoy that. I'm trying to sit here, think off the top of my head the last few champions, and to be honest with you, I think mostly all of them are kind of forgettable. Like, obviously, I think I'll probably remember this Knicks one for a long time because they haven't won in a long time. But I remember last year too, the Thunder, because they had never won. Yeah. But outside of that, like I think Golden State won again at one point. Milwaukee won. Boston. Now I feel like
okay, let's run down the last 8 NBA champions.
All right.
2019 Toronto Raptors. Remember that?
I do remember that. Yep.
Next year, of course, bubble, Lakers, asterisk. I don't care what anybody says. It's a fucking asterisk.
That's still memorable.
Yeah.
Because of the bubble part.
Yes. Bubble-licious, says Skip Bayless says. What's up, Bravo?
Bravo, what's up?
Bravo. Hope you're doing good, man. Happy Friday. What else? Oh, Golden State, or the Milwaukee Bucks in 2021. Golden State 2022. Nuggets 2023. I forgot the Celtics won in 2024. I'm not going to lie. I forgot that completely. I guess I remember now, but I wouldn't remember off the top of my head. Of course, OKC 2025 and the Knicks 2026. So, yeah.
Yeah. See, I honestly, I know Milwaukee, I think it's been a minute since they won anything. But I don't even remember that year like that, or their run in the playoffs.
Yeah, same here.
I don't remember the Boston Celtics run in the playoffs. I honestly, I think I'm trying to remember if I um who did the Golden State Warriors play? I can I
Shit.
kind of and the only reason I remember that one is I remember just a few years after the whole Kevin Durant thing, they
They
went
beat
and
the
got one.
Celtics.
Oh, they played the Celt. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So yeah, that was with Ime Udoka. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like outside of the last two, man, I just think all of them not really memorable. And I think part of the reason is I think the memorable ones we kind of remember because it was like their first one. Or like I remember Toronto because that was the only year with Kawhi Leonard, and that was kind of memorable. They had a couple moments in the playoffs too that was memorable. OKC last year, I just remember that one because they were really good, and they that was their first championship, and they pretty much got Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook out of there as far as like the OKC, as far as like their players and shit. And then obviously we'll remember this one. But the other ones, I guess if you win a lot, if you've been there so many times, I felt like we just kind of sweep past it a little bit.
Yeah, and I think I have to say, like, the lack of superstar power is what makes it less memorable. Because I will never forget also 10 years almost to the day since Cavaliers beat the Warriors. And the best game 7 I've ever watched in person, honestly. It was insane. I remember watching it with my friend at a bar. We're just going crazy. And I don't even like the Cavaliers like that, but I just want the Warriors to lose. But I think you had fucking LeBron, you had Kyrie Irving, you had Steph Curry, you had Draymond Green as the villain. All the storylines about with these big players, and you don't really have that much anymore. I know you had Wemby this last year, or this last championship, and also Jalen Brunson, but it's not the same, man. It's not LeBron and Steph.
Yeah,
they're really lacking that big superpowers in the NBA clashing in the finals. The Magic Bird, Jordan, whoever. Speaking of Jordan, dog, I was looking at the ratings. There's a chart of the ratings of I guess going back from, let me see what year this is, from 1995 to 2026. 1998, Jordan's last season with the Bulls versus Jazz, about almost 30 million viewers. It dropped like 12 million in the next year.
Damn.
After Jordan retired. Damn. And the peak low was the bubble, which is crazy because there's nothing else to watch. You would think it would be a little bit higher. And now it's getting higher with the Knicks. Knicks and Spurs is about equal to what Cavaliers and Golden State was in 2016. Now it's coming back up, but it's not the same, man. We're missing something. We're missing the star power. I hope we get it soon.
The star players, the drama, because even in that Golden State Cleveland series, remember Cleveland was down 3-1.
Yes.
It's so many storylines you could point to that. That's a storyline. The other storyline was Golden State won 73 games, which was the most in history. They broke that record. And then the Cavaliers won once they won 2 straight games. It was more drama because no team has ever came back in the finals down 3-1. And then Golden State never lost 3 games in a row that whole season. It was just so much drama going on. Some shit talking with Klay Thompson and the little laugh at the press conference, all that type of stuff. It was so much going on where I just remember, maybe because I was actually in Cleveland and, it was a big deal to everybody. But I just remember leading up to that game 7, people was literally walking on eggshells. Like, oh shit, this is it, man. Like, I can't believe this. And nobody had a clue who was going to win, man. It was just kind of like, oh my God. Like, it was so intense. And, maybe it felt like that everywhere else. But man, it was kind of like a damn, like I can't believe this shit. It was legendary, and then the game itself was legendary. That fourth quarter, and you had the block, you had the shot from Kyrie, and all this other. It was literally cinema, and you can make the argument with this finals with the Knicks. It was kind of similar on their part, but the game the game went 5, man. It wasn't even close. It was some drama as far as them being down 29 and coming back and beating them. Like that was some of the drama, but it was kind of one-sided a little bit. Like it wasn't even close.
And it's weird because I think they did the breakdown and the Spurs led for like the majority of the series, yet they only won one game. So yeah, they just have a problem closing out. People have talked about how Wemby's just getting way too tired in the fourth quarter, and he just can't keep it up in late. That almost reminded me of that Cameron moment.
Wait, what moment?
You saw that shit. That because I was saying Wemby can't keep it up, and I was thinking no homo. And I was thinking what Cameron did on first.
Oh, they keep riding them and riding them and riding them.
That had me crying, laughing, man. Oh man, his face. He wanted so bad to say pause, but he was like, "Nah, I'm on ESPN." They probably told him he
wanted to say, "Hey, yo."
I bet they told him he can't say that. You got to cut that shit out.
Yeah.
But that shit was too funny. But yeah, what was I talking about?
Just the how they pretty much the breakdown to this game, how they the Spurs Wemby just ran out of gas.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it wasn't the drama wasn't really like you really knew that the Knicks were gonna win it, even with the Spurs making runs and taking the lead. They just didn't have the veteran leadership or whatever you call it to close out games. And so that's something they got to learn. You also mentioned something on the rundown too, which I've been seeing a lot. Is Wemby becoming unlikable?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that the tide is already turning on Wemby? Do you think people are kind of getting sick of him now that he has not won a championship in his first time attempting it?
Yeah, I think people kind of turn. I want to say turning on him, but I think people are a little bit turned off from him, man, because just some of the stuff he was doing, and I know early on a lot of people were saying like, yeah, this is the type of NBA player I want, somebody that really cares and all that stuff, which I think he cared, but I think in the finals it seemed like he was acting like a little baby or a little whining a little bit, man, where I don't know. I think the NBA has some type of unwritten rule where, you ain't going like they were damn near losing this series at this point. And and Wemby was still out there saying feel like he better than them. And he was just kind of talking a little crazy where he like, oh, y'all kind of getting embarrassed a little bit. And then at the end, he didn't shake nobody's hand. He just took off to the locker room, that type of stuff. The press conference, I think that turned a lot of people off where, maybe he was joking around or something, but he like, yeah, I'll talk to you guys never and all this other stuff. He kind of, to me, he coming off as a little bit of a sore loser. And I think, I think that's not the right way to approach it, man. And look, he ain't the first person to lose the finals. Like everybody at some point is going to lose the finals or did. And to me, I think it kind of make you respect other people. Like I know we were kind of clowning Anthony Edwards. Remember earlier in this postseason, he started dapping the other team up with like 9 minutes left and took off. And we thought that was kind of crazy because he was doing it early. It looked like they were just giving up. But I think that's a bit turn off when you can't even acknowledge, another team were the better team. And stand there like a man and just be like, hey, congratulations. He couldn't even do that. So I think maybe it's a little too early to say everybody don't like him or he's unlikable because he's still young and I'm sure he'll grow from this moment. But that ain't a good look, man. Just like, can't even stand on the court and dap up the other team, because it was, to me, when you look at the finals like that, it was like a chess match. And you going back and forth, and whoever wins, you shake that person's hand after the chess match. And for the simple fact he couldn't do that, I think that's a little bit of a turn off. But you never know. Maybe next year he might feel totally different. But right now, I think that was a little bit of a turn off.
Yeah, no, I agree. Before I get to my point, I'll shout out to Bravo. Bravo said it's been fuck Wemby since draft night. Damn, that's some real hate. I respect it though.
Hey,
I respect it.
That's
man.
a San Antonio hate, and on top of him cheering that the Rockets didn't get the number 1 overall pick, because he did kind of cheer a little bit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Whenever somebody bring that up, like, I can't argue with that, man. I'm just like, all right, you feel like that. Like, I can't say, no, you got to understand. Like, I get it. If that's your reason for hating them, I get it.
And I get why. If there is the connection with Tony Parker, who was also from France and all that, I'm sure he wanted to go to the Spurs and he liked their team culture or whatever. But, fuck it. I agree. If he hate Houston, then fuck him too. Captain Fireball on YouTube said, happy Friday, gentlemen. Hope you all have a great upcoming weekend, and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the dads. We aren't dads over here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say happy Father's Day to my pops.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to my dad too. I might see him this weekend. I don't know. But yeah, I had to call with my mom recently. She's tired talking about kids, and she just wants to live long enough to see them. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen, Mama. I'm sorry. I look at the state of the world today, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to have kids right now, man.
Did she ask you, or did she assume, or kind of?
She's kind of she's just, I mean, she never straight up asked if I do want to have kids or not, but she's like dropped hints like, well, if you want to have them, I just want to make sure I'll live to see them, things like that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just not I mean, if it happens, it happens, but I can't say I'm excited to have kids in this fucking world today, man. I don't even know what to tell a kid anymore. Like, the world I grew up in is so different now that I don't even know what to tell. I can't tell a kid to go to college for 4 years to get some job that AI is gonna replace. So I'm like, what the fuck do I even do, man?
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell kids about how to secure their future and make some kind of living. So
yeah,
I don't know, man.
Dog, I'm the same way. My mother, rest in peace to my mother, but she was kind of the same way too. She was just like, yeah, I know when you gonna have some good kids and they gonna be smart. She was just like, she was just claiming it. And I'm just like, Ma, I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Like, I agree with you, man. To me, it's hard trying to think about raising a kid in this world in today's age. And just, on the stuff you name, and just how messed up this world is now, man.
How do I keep a kid off social media, man? You can't.
Yeah.
People were hating on that. I know you saw probably the new UK rule about social media. I guess they have a certain amount of time that you can be on social media, then it gets blocked on their cell phones.
Oh damn.
And they're all upset about that. But I low key kind of agree with it. I low key kind of agree with a social media ban for people under 16, because that shit really does fuck up your mind, especially if you're young. And I don't think you should be exposed to that much internet culture when you're a kid. But what do I know? Man, I'm just an old head.
That shit fuck up my mind as a grown man if I'm on there too much.
100%.
Yeah. So now if I was a parent, I would probably try to do something like that. But being a kid, man, you'll find a way around it and all this other shit, man. I ain't got time for all that, man.
Yeah, it's rough, man. So I don't know. And part of me feels like, I'm sure people in every generation said this, oh, the world's so crazy. I don't know how you can raise a kid. But I feel like it's especially true right now. I don't know. It's tough. But shout out to everybody who's doing it regardless. Yeah. I'm sure y'all doing a great job. So yeah, good for y'all. Shout out to all the dads and moms and everybody out there. Bravo said shit crazy out here. Yeah, it really is, man.
Yeah.
Anybody raising a kid in these days, you're strong, man. I respect it. But I don't know
Yeah.
for me. I don't know, man.
Yeah, and it's too damn expensive, man.
Yes, that too.
That's probably my number.
That part.
That's probably my number one reason, to be honest. Like, who gonna take care of these kids? Like, I'm all the way in Houston with no family.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to pay for childcare, which is a mortgage. Where I'm gonna get that money? I ain't gonna get no extra money from having a kid. Like, I got to figure this out on the same salary.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which just means less of everything you do right now. You know, say goodbye to that fucking vacation you're gonna take. Say goodbye to going back home to Cleveland as often as you do. Say goodbye to fucking date night. Say goodbye to everything, man. You gotta sacrifice for a kid.
Probably say goodbye to this podcast because I'm gonna be busy here and watching the kid, man.
Yep.
I don't know if you got friends that have kids, but I got friends that had kids especially when they was babies, and whenever you talk to them, they be saying that like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, sit down. Hey, come here. Hey, give me that. Get that out your." Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, I was watching the game too, but yeah, hey, come here. Stop that. Get off the couch. That all day long, it just sounds like hell.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, man, I'll call you back. And then they can't go nowhere because they got to find somebody to watch the kid and all that shit. Mm-hmm. It just and look, I know we making this seem like having the kid is bad. I know people, handle it and all that, but me personally, I can't do it being in Houston.
Yeah, nah, it is rough, man. And I know there's a lot of good moments. Like there's definitely reasons I want to have a kid. I do think it would be cool to have a son or daughter and just take them places and, have fun with them. But I also think like the shit that affected me that my parents did, but I'm sure they didn't think it was a big deal. It was a big deal to me. So no, I got to have that pressure of fucking when I say something or do something, it's going to stay with them for the rest of their life. That's a lot of pressure, man. It's a lot to deal with. So
the parts I think about, like I don't mind having a kid as like a toddler and up until 10, 11 years old. I think about the teenage age.
Yeah, that's when it gets rough.
That's when it gets rough. Yeah, like I can't handle my kid coming home, my son coming home, and he got a black eye, or saying some dudes jumped him or something like that. Like, what do I do in that situation? Because at that point, I'm ready to kill somebody.
Yeah,
like somebody got to die. Yeah,
my son's getting bullied. What the fuck?
Yeah, like I'm ready to do that. Or when if my daughter come home pregnant?
Yeah.
That type of stuff. At that point, I'm ready to ship her to Greenland or some shit, man, in the boarding school. And it's like you can't. I mean, it's hard to do that because they gonna get out there and do whatever they want anyway. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, man, I don't want to think about somebody knocking up my daughter and my young daughter and all that shit. If it was a perfect world, I would simulate from 12 to like 25.
Yeah.
They got all that out the way. Now she, married with a career and kids and all that shit.
Yeah, I would like it to be like The Sims, go super fast into adulthood. Go from baby to adult in like 13 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's rough, man. Bravo said, my cousin runs the daycare, so I'm lucky right there, but money's tight. Yeah, daycare is super expensive, man. I didn't realize that. And that's why people just dump their kids off at family members and their parents' house. So, yeah, if I wait too much longer, my parents going to be too old to look for kids. So I'll be stuck with the fucking daycare bills, and yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
So it's rough, man. It's rough. Salute to everybody making it happen regardless, because it ain't for everybody, man. It might not be for me, but we'll see. Who knows? Oh yeah, back to Wemby. We got way fucking off topic. Back to Wemby being this unlikable now. I do think he's lost a lot of the aura he had. I think the way he carried himself with the whole Shaolin monk shit and all the training and all the stuff he was doing off the court made people think he was more mature than he really is. I think you got to remember this dude. He's 22 years old.
Yeah,
22 years old, and he's very emotionally immature still. and he has a lot of growing to do, and he'll get there. I think he has the right mindset in general, but I do think he's too emotional on the court. I think he is too emotional in press conferences. I mean, people want to say, oh, it's the language barrier. Oh, he's actually just this. It's this. He is fluent in English. He knows what the fuck he's saying. All right. He knows exactly what he's saying, and he's saying what he means. I don't like Draymond Green folded that out there and everybody just running with it. Oh, well, he's actually in France. People talk like this. No, they don't. All right. He knows what he's doing. He knows he's cocky. He knows he expects to win, and he's sad, mad when he doesn't. But I don't want to hear the language barrier excuse anymore. He knows English. He speaks it perfectly well. And he's saying what he means. He has a little bit of cocky attitude, which is going to rub people the wrong way. But also, I think the NBA kind of needs that, So I'm glad he's like that. I'm glad he's not just as boring as the Spurs used to be back when they were winning with Tim Duncan and Ginobili, and Tony Parker would never say or do anything interesting. But he's actually giving people stuff to feed off of, and that's good for the league and the people who cover it. So I'm not mad at it, but I do understand it's rubbing people the wrong way. It's rubbing me the wrong way a little bit too. I was a fan, and I've kind of dropped off now. I'm kind of like, kind of getting sick of this shit.
He coming off as an asshole a little bit, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like even the story about him, I guess allegedly getting a family kicked out of the Ritz hotel. Now I don't know what they said to him, and knowing New Yorkers, man, they probably would have been disrespecting his family and all that shit. But even just hearing about that, it's just like, damn, like you getting a family kicked out. So he kind of come across as a little asshole.
Yeah, he kind of is, man. But I mean, like I said, if you win, it don't matter. And the problem is he lost, so it looks super bad. If he won, people will be hyping those things. Kind of like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was an asshole, but nobody cared because he won.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you start losing, those bad traits start looking a lot worse. So, yeah, he's got to win. He got to figure it out. They got to do something to he's got to work on his conditioning. He's got to work on having a post move. As big as he is, he should be getting easy buckets all the time. And he's got a lot to work on, but I think he'll get there. He's got the right mindset. So, yeah, I'm not worried about him. But I do agree. He's lost his luster. And now I'm not sure he's going to be a lock-in to be the next face of the league anymore.
Yeah.
He was looking like he was on that path, but now I don't know. So,
yeah.
Let's talk World Cup. Have you been watching the games, man? Have you been watching? I got to say, I apologize. I take it back. I was shitting on Team USA last podcast.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I was shitting on them, man. They won 2-0 against Australia, and they've advanced to this is the first time since 1930, which I didn't even know the U.S. was in the World Cup in 1930. But the first time since 1930 that the U.S. has won 2 consecutive games in the World Cup, and they've been winning convincingly. So, yeah, give it up to them. They advanced to the stage of 32. I was wrong, man. I guess we legit in soccer now. I don't know how this passed by everybody.
That kind of shocked everybody a little bit.
I guess they were staying low and building because I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, because even before the World Cup, I was just hearing some people say, Team USA be okay. But I don't think they're going to win anything, but they're going to be okay. They're going to be kind of in the mix. And now they look at some people saying it wouldn't be a stretch if they win it all. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet, but yeah.
I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to soccer. So I wouldn't even go that far. But I'm like, damn, that's a 180 compared to what people were saying before. So now maybe people drinking the Kool-Aid or something. But it is electric though, man. I was watching this it was the last game they played. After the game, man, it was everybody over there. I was looking for a damn American flag over here. USA. Like it was electric. It looked like a college atmosphere. So I think people are excited, man.
Nah, I've been watching the international reactions too. They're like, fuck. They finally got good at soccer now. Now the fucking Americans gonna ruin it with commercials and Marvel superheroes and all this shit. Because now they're finally good at soccer, man. So yeah, look, I'm rooting for them now, man. I thought they were fraudulent like they had been in the past few years, but they're legit. I'm on a bandwagon, man. So I'm down with it. Other games, I've been watching a few games here and there. I saw England and Croatia. It was England and Croatia. That was a good game. I saw Japan and Netherlands. That was a good game too.
Yeah,
that was a real good game. And I didn't see anything else really recently. What about you?
I saw the game where Messi was playing, where he scored like 3 goals. Damn near had almost looked like he was going for a 4. I thought that was a fun game. That kind of put Ronaldo on the spot.
Yeah, he's done, man.
Yeah. I was looking at that conversation too, man. People say he should be coming off the bench now. I'm like, damn, man. He got to that point, man. Messi sitting here looking like he can still play for another World Cup.
38 years old. 38 years old, still doing it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ronaldo is out here looking like Jordan on the Wizards, or might be worse.
Nah, he is about that, man. He's about that. He's the last year Jordan when they had to sit somebody out. I think it was Vince Carter gave up his All-Star selection so Jordan could play in the All-Star game. That's him right now. Damn. And yeah, it's crazy. If you see soccer right now, it's crazy to think it was a debate for a long time about who's better, Messi or Ronaldo. It don't look close right now. It hasn't looked close for a while. But back in the day, I say it back in the day, it was a long ass time ago. But Ronaldo really was one of the best, if not the best player in the world at one point. But not anymore, man. He's all that Botox in his fucking face, all that working out he does, ain't really amounting to much right now. So
yeah,
what can you say? But yeah, I'm enjoying the World Cup, man. I'm enjoying it. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I have because I've been kind of in and out on soccer. But it's been fun. The games have been fun to watch in general. And I've been enjoying it. How about you?
Yeah, I've been enjoying it too, man. I think I'm really into it now, just seeing how foreigners look at America.
Yeah, that is fun.
It feel good, man. And, you know, I ain't trying to be no proud to be American ass dude, but it kind of make you proud a little bit how they coming over here. They actually having a good time. I haven't seen anything negative. I like how Japan fans came over here and
Dallas.
Yeah. Eating the barbecue and all that shit, jumping on bulls. I think it's fun, man. I like that people coming over here and actually having a good time. And I think this was the perfect time for the World Cup to be in America too, or North America, because this is probably one of the best times to be, I guess one of the best times for social media. How, you know, when stuff get trendy, it just pop up everywhere. And this is probably one of the best times to, you know, or probably the only time since they had like World Cup where the internet was this active like that, where, you know, you seeing these videos and people everywhere, man. And it's propping up America. And the food and all that stuff. So I think this was probably the best time if you want to be a PR person for America. It just kind of showing like, look at all these Japanese people enjoying, you know, Texas barbecue, and look at all the Scottish people having fun in Boston. Or I think
fucking drank all the beer up in Boston, man.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, so just stuff like that, man. I think this was the perfect time for him to host a World Cup. And I've been enjoying it, man. I really been into it. This is the most I ever watched soccer.
Yeah,
I've been enjoying it a lot.
It's a good time to watch right now, man. This is what I kind of wish the World Cup was more than 4 years at a time. I get it makes it more special, but Like there's such a long wait that people get in and out of soccer, especially in America. It feels like every 2 years we'd be super hyped. Every 2 years, every 4 years, that's enough to just forget all about soccer if you don't follow any other teams. And yeah, so I guess it's really only a problem for America since we don't have like a big league here, like the other European countries do. But yeah, it's for us it kind of sucks that it's only every 4 years, but still fun to watch, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if like after this is all over, I wonder if I'm try to watch like the Premier League or something like Premier League or something like that.
You should, man. You should.
Yeah,
watch the Champions League, watch some Premier League. It's
yeah, I might check it out. I might look into it and check it out. I've been enjoying it, man. Even as having it on as background noise.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's cool, and I think a lot of people enjoying it. How you feel about seeing the lovely looking women from these countries we never fucking heard of?
Oh yeah, I love it. I'm kind of upset because I haven't been seeing it enough. Because I remember when the World Cup was in Brazil last time, and dog, shit was crazy, man. Like all the baddies, and the camera was always focused on them too. Yeah. Now they want to like show all the celebrities there. Nobody want to see that. We want to see the baddie cam. All right. Yeah. All I want to see is the baddies. I ain't know Scotland had baddies. Let me see the Scottish baddies. All right. Let me see the Croatian baddies. I want to see all the fine women. I don't want to see no fucking celebrities there at the World Cup, man. I want to see I Show Speed. Yeah. Right? It's cool that he's there. I don't want to see him. All right. I want to see the baddie cam.
Yeah, nah, they were showing I forgot the name of that Verdi, whatever that little country was that I think they tied with somebody. I don't even know if they officially won anything. But they showed that little island. I'm like, damn, it got me looking up places, seeing how much it costs to stay over there, man. I'm like, damn, it was an island right outside of Africa or some shit. I'm like, I've never heard of this place, and they were showing out too.
Yeah, man, it's good to see, and I also like how everybody's super impressed by these football stadiums that we're kind of sick of. Like everybody's hyping up NRG Stadium, like, wow, it's the best stadium I've ever been to. It's like we're sick of this shit already. We wanted to be renovated and all that. Yeah. So yeah, it's fun to see how these soccer fans come to football stadiums and they're like, they're so big. What do you guys do with these stadiums? Like, you watch football, man. All right. You don't know how big this shit is over here.
Yeah.
But nah, a lot of fun watching the World Cup. If y'all ain't been watching it, tap in. There's nothing else to watch sports-wise really on TV right now. So it's a perfect time to get into some soccer and watch. Hopefully, United States can make a run. See how far they get. And I'm hyped for it. Bravo said that one German dude that went viral, living a dream. I don't know if I've seen that, but
you said it's a dude named Freddie, and JJ Watt was tweeting him. I think JJ Watt put him up in the hotel in Houston.
Yeah, who is that guy? Who is he? Just a fan?
He's just a fan.
The fuck? That feels like some kind of some psyop from the government. Like who is this random guy getting all this press and getting treated to hotels and food and all this shit? Like who the fuck is he?
Yeah, what do they call that in music when you got somebody like an artist, industry plant? It do feel like an industry plant a little bit, but yeah, apparently because I know who the hell he was. He came across my timeline when JJ was tweeting them, and he already had like over 500,000 followers, and I thought he was somebody famous. And this to show you how much I know about soccer. I didn't realize it was Ronaldo in his profile picture. So I'm looking at this picture, and then I saw the followers. I'm like, oh, he must be a professional soccer player or something. Like I had no clue, and or a former soccer player. I thought he was, an athlete or a celebrity or something, and didn't realize it was just some fan that wanted to go to the World Cup. And that dude I think he probably got like 800,000 followers right now on Twitter, and don't nobody know what he looked like. because he been blocking his pictures and all that shit. So on the internet, people don't know what he looked like. And
Yeah,
so JJ put him up in the Oaks the Oaks Hotel or whatever that is here in Houston. Hooked him up with some Trill Burger. I think he got some barbecue, some Killings barbecue, all that shit. The Rockets hooked him up. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, there's some kind of plan. There's some kind of scheme going on, man. I don't believe it. Some random fan just out of nowhere started blowing up. Bro, I would say just the power of blowing up. I don't think he's anybody special. No, it's just some kind of government conspiracy. I'm sorry. No random ass fan gets all his attention. So there's something going on here, man. Yeah. I don't believe it.
Shit, I just want something from the Rockets, man. Give me a Rockets jersey, some tickets or something. He living the dream.
Yeah, man. They want to make you believe that anybody can get this. If you just happen to go viral and maybe pay for Twitter Blue, you too can get 800,000 followers and treated to all this shit from JJ Watt and the Rockets. Nope. I don't believe it, man. There's something going on here. Something about this.
I think he went to the Astros game and everything too.
Must be nice, man. Must be nice to be just some out of towner get treated like a king. Meanwhile, you hardworking Figgy Fig done put the city on his back for 10 years now, man. We got to support Figgy. Where's Figgy Day?
I know, man.
Figgy Day in Houston.
I'm still trying to work on it, man.
In Jay-Z news, of course, we've got more Jay-Z news going on. I did see this. I didn't really tap into the convo, but I can assume I know what it's about. I did see Mark Lamont Hill on Joe Budden podcast bring this up. But apparently, Jay-Z has released finally on vinyl for the first time, I think, since it was released. Reasonable Doubt, 30 years after it's been released, 30-year anniversary. He released it again on vinyl, re-released it, and there's going to be a bonus, different cover exclusively at Target. And if you remember, Target was the target, I guess, I don't know what other word to say, of boycotts because they were one of the first major companies to stop their DEI initiatives after Trump became president again. And they got a lot of blowback for that. And people supposedly boycotted. But I didn't see no evidence of no fucking boycott whenever I go to Target, man. I still see a lot of black people in there. Don't ask why I'm in there, all right? I'm just in there to peep the scenery, all right?
Research purposes.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if we boycotting or not. But no, actually, I don't go to Target anymore because Target is just whack. I don't like their prices. I don't like their shit in general. Yeah. But anyway, I guess he's getting some flack because he's doing a collaboration, or I guess what you say, with Target. So what do you think about this? Do you think it's another reason to hate Jay-Z, or do you think it's a big deal or not?
Nah, I think it's just another excuse for Jay-Z's haters to hate Jay-Z. Just bringing it up because if I'm not mistaken, I think a lot of artists, this ain't no exclusive thing like he's the first artist or the only artist to do this. I think a lot of artists partnership with Targets for exclusive releases. I think I saw J. Cole did it. Nicki Minaj did it, even though somebody pointed out and said that was before the boycott in 2015. Even though I felt like the boycott
she ain't had an album since then.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I think they said J. Cole, Nicki, Taylor Swift. It's a bunch of people that did the same deal, and he did the same thing here with the exclusive release at Target. And yeah, man, I think people just trying to find a reason that this is why you should hate Jay-Z, and see if he do this with the Super Bowl. This ain't even surprising. You do I don't think it's that. I don't think I shouldn't be up in arms about that. I just don't understand how. I really had questions about this whole Target boycott thing. How long are we supposed to boycott Target? Like, what's the end goal here? Are we? I mean, if people want to say just stop shopping at Target until they go bankrupt, like y'all need to say that. Like, I don't understand. I never knew a boycott that lasted this long, like this. Like at this point, they should just say stop going to Target overall, like forever, because I don't understand. Like, I mean, I guess I get it because the whole DEI thing. But at some point, like the whole purpose of a boycott is to bring attention to cause some type of attention, and then eventually, like Rosa Parks, they boycotted the bus. Like they wasn't just not ride the bus forever; they did it to prove a point, so they could eventually ride the bus again. And so, like, I'm wondering how long is this boycott thing supposed to last? Because even if, let's say Target do bring back the DEI thing, I don't know if they will, but let's say they do bring it back, then now it's all good and game to shop with this $1 billion company. Like, I just don't really understand what they're trying to do here, man.
Again, the word boycott has lost all meaning in the past, I want to say 20 plus years, really longer than that. Really, I don't think since the civil rights movement we've had any kind of effective boycott on
boycott
anything.
or protest.
Yes, and like we've had a few protests that have been meaningful, but in general, the boycott thing is lost all meaning. People say boycott Amazon for one day or some shit. People say boycott Starbucks for this amount of time because people ain't gonna boycott Starbucks, especially white people ain't gonna boycott Starbucks for a long period of time. And boycott Target, boycott Gucci, boycott all this stuff that I see everybody still using and wearing and buying. Where the idea of a boycott has lost all meaning. Nobody boycotts anything anymore at all. I can't remember the last effective boycott I've seen against anything. And going back to Jay-Z with the NFL, people got mad at him, but what did people do? After all the Kaepernick shit, after all, we ain't watching the NFL no more. Really? Do you know anybody who was mad about the Kaepernick shit and said we're boycotting the NFL who's still not watching the NFL today? I don't know anybody. I think I know one guy who I think gave it up.
Willie D.
Willie D too. Okay, two.
Okay.
Willie D did too. But,
that's how I thought you was talking about.
No, I know. I have an actual friend who I think has stopped watching. I don't know if he was ever really in the NFL, but he gave it up after that, I think. But in general, I don't know anybody who has just stopped watching NFL, who was super into NFL and thought the Kaepernick shit was fucked up, so they stopped watching and then just kept not watching. Everybody came back. The NFL ratings are higher than ever right now. So somebody lying about a fucking boycott the NFL. All right. I don't see no evidence of no group of people boycotting the NFL anymore. So, and the same thing with Target. I'm sure Target's doing very well still. I'm sure they're not having any ill effects of any so-called boycott. I'm sure most people don't even know what the boycott's about or that we're having one, supposedly. So, yeah, people just want to pick on Jay-Z for something, like you said. Other artists do too. Almost every major release gets a special Target exclusive edition. Mm-hmm. So why not bag on Taylor Swift?
Exactly.
Yes. Why not get on anybody else who's supposed to be an ally? Why it gotta always be Jay-Z, who's supposed to be Black Superman? Like, nobody else can get bagged on but him. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's silly. Although I ain't gonna lie, I am getting a little FOMO with that, where I'm like, damn, should I get it? And I'm not like the biggest vinyl person where I'm out here collecting vinyl. I get some vinyls from like the record shop, like the used record shop or something. But I'm over here like, dang, should I get that special edition one? I'm like,
honestly, I don't really like the cover compared to the original one. I think the original Reasonable Doubt with Jay-Z with the fucking mafia hat on, whatever the fuck he got, I think that's one of the most iconic rap covers of all time. And I think the Target one is just a picture of him from '96. Oh, it's really? Not a bad cover. It's not a bad cover, but I like the original one better. So even if I would only consider it if it was super clean. but I don't really like it compared to the original one, so I wouldn't pick it up. But I do need to go ahead and get that because I do want that album on vinyl. So
Yeah.
but yeah, just another in Jay-Z news today. So we covered Jay-Z daily.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, I meant to bring this up at the beginning, but RIP a few people. Take Keith
Yes,
passed away at 29 years old, man. Very young. I don't think they've released the official reason they found him in his home. They said no foul play, so probably either some kind of medical thing or some drug thing, maybe, but I don't want to speculate. But very sad, man. Dude was very young, produced a lot of hits during his time, and didn't make it to 30. So very, very sad.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think we mentioned that last podcast, but RIP Peebo Bryson too. He passed away a few weeks ago, I believe, and one of the more underrated voices in R&B in the 90s to me. I thought he was really good. I called him the Disney Negro because he was always doing the fucking Disney songs.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast.
He did Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin, Whole New World, with Regina Bell and Celine Dion for Beauty and the Beast. But he was a Disney black man. But he had a great voice, man. I think he was very underrated. And that was like the last great era of R&B was that era when you had Luther Vandross, Peebo Bryson, so many great voices. And Barry White was still doing it. And a lot of people still, in the scene and don't have that no more. We just got Chris Brown and I don't know fucking who else.
Do you feel like, and look, I'm just asking this just as a question. I'm just kind of curious what you think. Out of R&B, like R&B been around for a long, long time. Do you feel like that era right there was the real peak of R&B? It was so many people. Like they always show that I guess that Grammy category where you had Luther Vandross, I think you might have Michael Jackson. I don't even know if he's in the R&B category, but you just had so many people. Like the category was stacked. And I'm like, damn, all of these people, if they were around, if they was kind of spread it out, everybody would have had a Grammy. Like it was like stacked during that time.
Yeah. Now it personally.
What year was that, by the way? That was around 80.
Probably late 80s, early 90s, somewhere around that. But to me, honestly, I think personally that's my favorite era because I grew up in it. But objectively, the best era of R&B had to be the 60s with Motown. Just off the strength of Motown, it had to be the 60s. And then not even just, you had Stevie Wonder, you had Smokey Robinson, The Temptations, The Fourth, like so many acts doing great R&B that it just eclipsed anything that came before or after. So I think objectively the greatest era of R&B had to be the 60s. But for me, my favorite era is the like mid to late 80s, early 90s to mid 90s before they started mixing too much rap into it for me. But I think around that era is probably my favorite of R&B personally, just because I grew up with it and there were a lot of great acts in that time. So
okay. Yeah, no, I was just curious because and this definitely ain't no shade to the 60s and all that stuff, the Motown era. But when you think about it, I felt like because you had some really good singers back then, but I felt like once you got to the 80s, man, you really had some singers that could blow you out the water, man. Like this pure talent on top of just mega stars like Michael Jackson and Prince and stuff like that. When you look at other people like Whitney Houston, just all this talent there that was just straight up singers, like they just came straight out of a church choir and they were making hits. So that's what made me think like, dang, was that like, that's to me, I kind of look at it like, I'm trying to think of the best era in the NBA when it comes to players, because of course you had, good legendary players in the 70s and all that. But then got to a point where you like, man, these players now just physically talented, where you can't really compare as much, but like these players, these are physically talented people. Like I'm gonna just rattle off some names. You got MJ, Prince, Whitney Houston, Anita Baker, Teddy Pendergrass, Luther. And then I mean, if you want to go with the groups, the Gap Band, Shalimar, SOS Band, Stevie was still doing it at that time. Rick James. It was just so many different people. I felt like it was just so stacked, all in the 80s.
Yeah. And it's a lot, especially getting into the 90s. I'm looking at this list of the 50 greatest R&B acts of the past 40 years. So going back to the 80s, basically, late 80s to now. And you see like, Babyface, you see, of course, Beyonce, Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, Whitney. Of course, Whitney was number one. But yeah, a lot of groups, a lot of the talent in R&B was just a big genre at that time. Like fucking Disney movies had their own unique R&B songs. Think about that now, man. So yeah, I think it really feels like that was the biggest, most competitive era of R&B. And there's been nothing like it since. Because I think about now, are people going to be nostalgic over SZA like we are over Anita Baker and Sade and fucking Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston? Are they going to be pumping up SZA like that? Like, oh man, that SZA era.
Or Summer Walker.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man. Are y'all really going to hype up those acts as people you're nostalgic for? But yeah, man, it's a lot of that was probably the most talented. I get your point. It was the most talented probably era.
Yeah. Like it was just so stacked. I ain't gonna sit there and say they are legendary, and because I name artists like Shalimar, just random artists like that you probably might be like, oh, I know a few hits, but they were big back then, man.
Yeah, they were good,
and they were probably like a tier 2, tier 3, just off the strength of you got Michael Jackson, you got Prince, you got these heavy hitters where they probably went under the radar, man. So then not even to mention, some of the I guess not to be disrespectful, but a few one-hit wonders that just was big during that time, man. So I'm just like, man, like they had a lot of people that some people might be like, man, who is this person? But it's like, damn, like it was pretty stacked, man.
Yeah, nah, it really was, man. And it's funny you mentioned one-hit wonders because literally, I saw a video of, I think it's very recent too. Wayne Wonder was on the radar doing No Letting Go. Dog, I listened to that song, I almost cried listening to him sing that song, man. First off, he still sounds really good singing. And just all the memories from that. Life was so good back then, man. I don't know what it was. Nothing is compared to life when that song was released, man. Just good times and good memories. So, yeah, I got super emotional listening to that song, man. I don't know what did it, but yeah, and that man was a one-hit wonder too. But he sang that song like it was the first time recording it. And I know he's been playing that nonstop wherever he goes and performs, but he's still saying it like he loved it. So, yeah, she was crazy, man.
Man.
Other things. Oh yeah. We got to talk about LeBron causing some controversy over the gender wars. Of course, gender wars never stop on social media. And I did see this clip. I don't know if you could have it to pull it up, but essentially LeBron said he doesn't, he talked about Savannah, his wife, and how she's locked in and she's doing all this stuff. And he basically said that he couldn't have a woman who just stays home all day while he goes and does all this shit. He goes, plays and works and does all these meetings. He can't have a woman who's just staying home all day, not doing nothing, unproductive. And of course, people got mad at him because he's a black man saying these things. So they attacked him, they jumped on him, and we'll hear from Mr. James himself what he has to say about this.
I think personally, me today, if I was not in a relationship today, I could not have a stay-at-home woman. It's not like for me, who I am at 40 and what I got going on, just coming home and just seeing somebody just sitting on the couch every day, just sitting there, just chilling. Like that wouldn't float for me. I think personally, me today, if
Was that
I
guy
was not in
Cement?
a relationship today,
That looked like him, but what the fuck is he doing there?
I was thinking the
That
same
does look
thing.
like Kai Cenat, but I don't know what the fuck he's doing there, man. Come on now. I think that's Savannah on the couch with somebody else. I don't know who that is. But yeah, that does look like Kai Cenat. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, man. So what are your thoughts on this, Figgy? Could you, if you were LeBron James rich at 40 years old, could you have a woman sit around doing nothing, or did she have to get her ass up and have some hobbies?
I mean, in a perfect world, man, I would want my woman to I guess get out and do something. I know it's a lot thinking that, a stay-at-home mom, all she do is stay at home. Like I don't think that's the deal. I don't think they just sitting around at home doing nothing. But if you don't have a job or something like that, I would like for her to maybe get involved with something, start some type of business, kind of get active, man. Like don't just sit around chilling too much. Like I think it's cool, and honestly, to be honest, I don't know what Savannah do for a living. I'm sure she's not out here working a 9 to 5 or nothing, but I'm guessing she always active doing different things and stuff like that. Like I wouldn't mind. And I ain't trying to sound like one of them girls. Like, oh, if I get a rich man, I would take that money and start a business. That I ain't trying to sound like our good friend Jay Bell, who a rich man. Nah, he ain't about to take care of me. I'm gonna take his money and start my own business and be working. But I would would encourage her to maybe start something, find something you're passionate about, and try to find a way to make money off of it. So yeah, I would probably encourage her to do that, but it's not the end of the world if she want to just stay at home, look after the kids a little bit, take the kids to soccer practice and all that stuff, go to a game. Like it's not the end of the world for me, man. Like I'm not that I ain't gonna pressure my woman to, you gotta get up and look for a job, woman. Like it's not that deep for me. But I would encourage her to, get into something. It don't have to be work, but get into something.
Now, I will play devil's advocate a little bit here, man, because I noticed people jumped on LeBron for this, but I also feel like Aisha Curry is doing exactly what LeBron James is talking about, and people got mad at her too. She's trying to get shit shaken for herself outside of her famous NBA legend husband. And people get like, why are you outside? Why are you on these podcasts? Why are you trying to do this? Why are you always up in the cameras? People got mad at her for that shit. So which is it, man? Does she just have to have a passion that is out the public eye? Is that the catch? Because I personally, I wouldn't. I mean, I think it more depends on how she treated me and how our relationship was. Then does she have to be out having a fucking hobby and fucking doing whatever she's doing? I don't really care. Yeah, you don't want to see a woman just sit around all day or go shopping all day with your money while you're out there working hard. But at the same time, if your girl don't have to work, like what the fuck is the point? Like just to have her work, just to work, I guess, if that's how you get down. But look, if she bad and treat me right and don't fucking cause no problems in general, like I don't know, it doesn't matter that much to me if she fucking has hobbies or not, or has a side project or not. I really don't care. I'll support her if she wants to have that, but I don't really get LeBron's perspective. I guess he's just trying to hype up his wife. That's really all it is to it. He's trying to hype up Savannah saying, he's happy he got a hustler for a wife, but he's so rich he don't need one. So most of us normal people that need our woman to have a hustle because we got dual income. So they have to work and do something. They can't sit around. But if you have the money that somebody could do that, I don't give a shit, man.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. Like I said, I'm not sitting here saying she should get a 9 to 5 and be punching the clock and all that shit. But I definitely, unless you want to just sit around all day and do nothing, I think I would rather you kind of get out and about, man. Just find something you're passionate about and try to figure out how you can make money for it. Even if it's, let's say it's a clothing line, you're in the fashion. Like, I don't mind putting up some bread to help you, chase your dream of being a fashion designer or something like that. Like, if you consider that work, I'm fine with it. And I don't know if LeBron is considering. I'm wondering what's his definition of work. If it's stuff like that, I wouldn't consider it like real work. It's something kind of like chasing your dream a little bit with all the income behind you. But like I would like her to do something like that, something she enjoy, even if it's teaching or let's try to start you a school or something. I would try to do something like that if I had that type of money. Try to find something you're into. But that's my only issue. I do feel like I'm sure people can have a good time without doing anything, just chilling and shopping and all that stuff. And I'm not sitting there saying you shouldn't do it, but I'd rather have somebody that's a little bit productive, like bringing in a little bit of bread instead of just this person just being an expense and just this bread is going nowhere, if that makes sense. Like, and I know NBA players are rich, and LeBron will probably never go broke the way he's moving. He ain't gonna go Floyd Mayweather, but like I'd rather have something, find something that you like doing and try to make money off of it. Like, at least it won't feel like a job. At least it feel like you're doing something you really like and getting paid a lot of money for it. So that's how I kind of look at it.
See, maybe I'm just too negative, but I hear what you're saying, and I think of only the bad things that come with it. Because I
nice
think of
curries and all that shit.
Yeah, I think of not just that. I think of like, okay, she's gonna come to you and talk about this shit nonstop, because that's what she's passionate about. And personally, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear, especially if I'm an NBA player, fucking on the road all the time, competing, keeping my body in shape, doing what I got to do. Now I got to come home, listen to your fucking whatever you got going on. Oh, I'm opening up this fashion line and I want to do this and that and this and that. And then you just like, whatever. And she's like, why don't you care about my dreams? Huh? I supported you all these years. Like, all I see is the fights. Now she upset because you don't care enough about her side project bullshit. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Like, do something to entertain yourself, but I don't want to be in the middle of it. Yeah. But if a woman gets passionate about something, she's going to put you in the middle of it. She's going to want your input, and she's going to want to know what you think about things. And if you don't care, she's going to get mad. So that's what I see. I would almost rather you just sit at home and do nothing. Yeah. Have to deal with that. So,
but see, it could be worse if she's sitting at home. Look, now you got me thinking about the negative part of sitting at home.
Yeah.
You could get into a lot of bullshit sitting at home bored, man.
That is true.
There's a lot of broke people sit around the house bored, getting into some bullshit, causing a stir. So that's the part I was thinking about. And I could be thinking about the good part of, working, doing something. Maybe I'm thinking from LeBron's point of view, because Savannah ain't never get out here doing nothing wild. So I was thinking maybe, because I'm sure she probably doing some shit we don't even know about. And just having a good time, not putting a stain on LeBron's legacy or anything like that, like Aisha Curry doing with Steph Curry. But I was kind of thinking on it like that. But I think it is some instance where, you got these women that probably think, they do a little fashion line or lip gloss or some shit, and they just think their career is so much more important than yours.
Mm-hmm.
And how you need to focus on them, and all that other shit. Like it is a point right there. Like I understand what you mean, but yeah, I think that's a whole nother conversation. If your girl is acting like that, while she working on her personal business and you funding all of that shit.
Yeah, nah, trust me, it would be. That's all I see. I see the fights. I see the pestering and annoying about my input on things and how I think. I was like, I don't care. You figure it out. All
Yeah,
right. Here's
I,
another 20K. Shake,
yeah.
make it shake some with it.
I will say I would have a problem, and this is kind of just in general, to be honest. Of if I'm working a lot, bringing home all the money, and you just out here every single day kicking it, bottle sections, in the club,
Yeah, can't. Yeah,
punch,
can't.
mimosa, just all of that shit. I would get a little irritated. Like, man, you gotta do something productive because I feel like you eating up my money right now. Like this is you spending this amount of money and it ain't no benefit for us. You just out here blowing this shit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of NBA players it actually reminds me of a clip I saw the other day when Lou Williams was talking about players after they retire and all the shit they go through, having to adjust to like a normal life. And that's part of it too. I think a lot of women just sit at home, go shopping, VIP clubs, and the players don't know or don't care because they're on the road all the time. Then you come home and she's not going to switch up her lifestyle because you're home all the time. She's still going to do the things she was doing before. And you're going to be like, wait, who did I marry again? Why did I marry this person? Why I have kids with the person? You don't even know who you married. So now you got to go home and face that and figure out how now we got to break up because I don't want this shit anymore. It was cool when I didn't have to see it. Now I come home and I see it. I don't like it. So yeah, I think a lot of players go through that. People people just make a lot of money in general.
Yeah.
Go through that.
And not to mention, man, like, and I ain't trying to accuse women who dating basketball play or any athlete this, but just the kicking it all the time, you gonna run into somebody you kind of like, and your man on the road, like you gonna have some fun, man. You ain't sitting there just. I just feel like if you working, it's keeping you occupied a little bit.
That's true.
It's kind of like
you never fucking know, man. Because look at Tom and Giselle. She was fucking with her fucking instructor, fitness instructor or some shit. Yeah.
You never know, man. I don't think it's no perfect scenario for all of this, but yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny. LeBron got a lot of heat for that. I'm like, damn. I guess it's that Jay-Z factor a little bit.
Yeah, LeBron is another person who's just easy to pick at, I think. And I think it has to do with a lot of people, with him being squeaky clean in general. People just find anything he says and just, he's been very opinionated in his older years now. He used to never say shit like this publicly. Now he doesn't give a fuck. He cusses in every fucking post-game conference now. Or post-game interview. He just says what's on his mind now. He says he don't like Memphis. Everybody gets mad at that. And he just speaks his mind now, man. And people get upset with it, but it is what it is. I don't think it's anything too serious. It's just online discourse. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Does that about do it? Anything else? Anything going on? Any movies you've seen lately, man? I don't think anything else is out right now.
No, I did get I don't know if you're still into Marvel movies, but I did see the pre-order for that Spider-Man movie.
Oh, how is that?
Well, I didn't watch it. It was just a pre-order.
Oh, yeah,
I think it come out later this year or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't tell you the last Marvel movie I went to go see in the movie theater.
I saw Deadpool Wolverine. That was the last one. I actually liked it. It was all right.
Yeah. Yeah, that might have been the new one. Oh, I think it's called I think this is it. Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah.
I think that actually come out next month. So July 31st. So I might go see it just for the hell of it. It's been a minute since I've been to the movies. I didn't see. I didn't see Scary Movie 5 or whatever it is. I don't know if it's
I heard
5.
it was terrible. I heard it was awful.
I did too. It's crazy because I kept seeing. I've been seeing nothing but the numbers. Like, oh, they broke records. They broke records. All this other stuff, which is cool. Salute to them. But yeah, I ain't seen nobody talk about it like that. And then if I did, people was just like, nah, it was awful. Sean and Marlon Wayans ain't good with writing. They should have had Keenan on it and all this other stuff. People was going deep into the I guess analyzing this movie, talk about Keenan Ivory should have. It was better when he was writing it and all this other stuff. So yeah, I haven't seen anything good about it. I just been seeing how great the movie did as far as numbers.
Yeah, I think with the scary movies, I think people, I don't know if they've actually rewatched these movies. I think they just see clips online of the funny stuff. And they're like, oh, that movie was so good. You know, oh, we need another one. We need another scary movie. And then it comes back and it's like, wait, these jokes aren't really funny anymore. And it's like, oh, well, maybe the movies actually weren't that good to begin with. And you just saw the few clips that were actually good. And you're like, oh, I remember this was a good movie. I do think the first one was good. The second one, it had some more cringe jokes for me. It was a little too much gross out humor. But I think Sean and Marlon, their humor hasn't really evolved a whole lot in the past, almost 30 years now. I do think Marlon is still kind of funny. Sean has been gone for so long, and I did hear that he was one of the worst parts of the movie. But he had just like disappeared from everything, and he just came back for this. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how 30-year-old jokes, and I know they're like gonna attack everything popular now and say stupid shit. And it's like, it was cool when you were 13. It might not be cool when you're like 40. So yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe it just hasn't aged too well.
And it's crazy too, because even when you watch the first scary movie or even the second one, all it is just laughing at other movie scenes from other movies
or things that are popular at the time. You just
laugh. So I don't even know how well it hold up today in 2026 because my wife never seen it before. She never seen any of the scary movies, and I was joking around like, man, you gotta watch it. And then I start watching some clips, and I'm like, hey, I don't know if she will understand this because you have to watch Scream to understand that scene, and she never seen Scream. She don't like the horror movies. So I'm like, man, it's a lot of stuff in here. I felt like you gotta watch the other original movies to understand, or I Know What You Did Last Summer. Mm-hmm. Like, you ain't gonna understand what's going on in the scene if you never seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, or remember the Budweiser commercial.
Yeah,
like some of that stuff. I'm just like, man, you won't really understand it, man.
Yeah, and I also think scary movie don't work too much anymore because we don't really see the same shit anymore. In general, you know, outside of like the biggest movies that come out, like Marvel movies and stuff like that, we don't really see all the same stuff like we used to. Everybody saw Scream back when it came out. I remember going to see Scream. All my friends, my family went to go see Scream, and it was just something you had to go see. Now it's like I see a new horror movie come out that's The Backrooms. Like, I don't really want to watch that. I'm sure it's a good movie, but I don't really feel like going to the theater and watch that bullshit, man. You know, I got better things to do. So I think it's just in general, I don't think we have enough shared movie experiences to make fun of something that everybody's going to laugh at or get.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure this new scary movie got a bunch of references of shit that I haven't seen, so I won't get the jokes.
Yeah. Just from the commercials I saw, I think it might have been Regina Hall. The fuck you think this is, John Wick? Just little shit like that. I'm just kind of like, all right, we're gonna take a stab at every popular movie
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
moment in pop culture, and just put it all in the movie. So because even when you think about it, back in the day when it came out with Scary Movie, it was more of a parody of Scream.
Yes.
It was exactly a parody of Scream. So what is this a parody of? Is this just a combination of a whole bunch of shit that happened and you just laughing at it? And
Pretty
and then
much.
you can even go back to Keenan when he did. I think did he do this? The don't be a menace while drinking your juice in the hood. I
Mhm.
think he produced that or created that. Like that was a parody of Boys in the Hood and some other hood classes around that time. So with that coming out around that time, you kind of understood it. It was just kind of looking at this movie and poking fun at it. So now it's just it felt like this is like I wonder what's the plot to it. What's going on? So I don't know, man. I think I started getting a little FOMO as they were promoting it a little bit because it was good kind of seeing them all together.
Mhm.
But it just really fell flat after a week. Like I
Yeah.
haven't heard anything else about it since.
And I got to bring this up because I haven't seen anybody bring it up, man. But the girl Anna Faris, every interview I've seen her do, she looks high as a fucking kite, dog, or drunk off her mind. Are we just acting like she ain't high and fucked up and basically a junkie? It seemed like because she seemed like she's on something. Every time I see her talk, her voice is kind of slurred. It's kind of she don't really know she seems out of it. And every single thing in the comments I see, oh, she's probably just tired. Oh, she's probably just been a long day. I'm like, every single time she got a mic in front of her, she sound fucked up. I don't know. I think she's on something, but
it could be, man, because shoot, I think she was still playing in a couple things, but I didn't even know this to show you how tapped out I am of her because I only remember her from a few stuff but mainly the Scary Movie franchise. But my wife said she remember her in the show. It was a show called Mom. And I'd never even heard of this show, dog. This show been going on from 2013 to 2020.
That's crazy.
And it's a legit sitcom. They won 7 seasons.
8 seasons, 170 episodes. I never heard of this shit.
I never heard of it either. And it's a Chuck Lorre show. So the same people that make
men, Big Bang Theory. What
the
fuck?
I've never heard of this show.
This probably one of them shows you see a commercial for, and you're like, oh, that looks stupid. You just didn't realize it's been on for this long.
Yeah. No, I've never seen it. And then she was trying to explain to me what it was. I guess she was a alcohol and single mother battling drug abuse and alcoholism and just getting her life together and all that type of stuff. I'm like, I didn't even know she was in a sitcom.
Me neither.
So that's where she knew her from. I knew her from Scary Movie. So yeah, it was a CBS show, man. I had never it's one thing if I seen it but never went to it. I never even heard of this show.
Mom received acclaim from critics and audiences for the writing and performances, as well as addressing real-life issues such as alcoholism, drug addiction, teen pregnancy, addictive gambling, homelessness, relapse, cancer, death, erectile dysfunction, domestic violence, overdose, palsy, rape, obesity, stroke, ADHD, and miscarriage.
Goodness gracious.
It sounds like a fucked up show, dog. What was going on here? It's a sitcom too, right?
It's a sitcom, yeah.
Oh,
so
funny.
Just imagine going through that here in the laugh track.
Yeah. Guys, I have cancer. Oh. Guys, I have erectile dysfunction. Oh. I can't imagine these things being brought up in a funny light, but
yeah, but hey, man, she probably is high out of her mind. Probably getting a bunch of money from this movie too.
Shit, probably, man.
Having a good time.
Yeah, as far as Spider-Man, I don't know if I'm gonna see this one. I've seen most of them. I used to be a big Spider-Man fan. I used to be a big, especially as a kid. I got the comic books. I was watching the movies. I was a big fan of the original movies when they came out with Tobey Maguire. And but I don't know about this one, man. I just feel like I might be tapped out on Spider-Man. I will definitely see it at some point, but I don't think I'm gonna go see it in the theater.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I want Doomsday to be good, or the next two Avengers movies to be good, and I want them to be like the end for me. I want to be like, all right, this is where it ends for comic book movies now. I want to put it behind me and move on. And I really hope these next two Avengers movies are really good, because I just want to go ahead and close the curtain on it, man. I want to be done with it. So hopefully this is like the last hurrah. They're gonna bring everybody back, and I think they're gonna kill everybody off, or like reset the universe and let the new kids have whatever comes next. But I can finally be done with it. So that's gonna be the last ones I watch, probably. Hopefully.
Hey, it's gonna be tough to do that, man, because shoot, I don't know. I'm not sure if they try to bring somebody else in new. I'm not sure if it's gonna do what they think it's gonna do. I think it's gonna take time to build it up.
Yeah,
and I don't know if they got the patience to let get these no name people, or not even no name people, but these younger people in and let the story build up. Because the moment they bring somebody else in new and people start crushing the movie, then I don't want them sitting here trying to bring back Tony Starks or whatever. Or I don't want to bring back nobody the original Captain America and all that shit.
Yeah, I think, well, part of the problem is they're too old now. Like, these dudes are in their 50s, and older now at this point. So it's too hard for them to be believable as fucking Captain America and Iron Man or whatever. So naturally, I think people will want to see fresher faces. Like, for example, there are rumors that Damson Idris from Snowfall will be the new Black Panther. I'd be super hyped for that, man, because that's a good actor, has a look for it. And if the movie's good, like, I'm definitely down for that. And I think if you have a new up and coming guy be the next Tony Stark or the next Captain America, people would go for it. Because are they just not going to make a new Iron Man movie because Tony Stark died? Like, they have to continue it. So
no, I agree. I just hope they don't be like reactionary, where they bring somebody else in, or they tease somebody, oh, this is going to be the next Iron Man, and everybody shit on it so much where they bail on it, or they try to bring what's the dude to play Spider-Man? I mean, not Spider-Man, but the dude to play Iron Man. I forgot his name.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. I don't want to keep calling him Tony Stark, but I don't want them to try to bring him in as a cameo or some shit and get everybody excited.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, is he back? And all that shit, because it will be some people, obviously not the diehards that's really into the art of the movie, but you gonna get the regular fans like me, to be honest. Regular fans be like, oh, he's playing it again, and then get hyped over this again. Or they might see the dude to play Captain America, be like, oh, he's back. Just like, all right, man, like let's not try to cater to what the fans want at this point, man. Let's just focus on making a good movie, going to the next chapter, and starting something where you can keep this going for the next 10, 15 years if needed.
Yeah, that's how I felt about the Blade movie. Who was it? The dude was gonna be Blade at first.
Marshall Ali.
Yeah, he was supposed to be Blade, but then the movie just somehow got fucked up in production and never came out. And now they're talking about bringing back Wesley Snipes. And I'm like, all right, Wesley Snipes is 60 years old. And he plays a vampire who's not supposed to be able to get old. So how are you gonna explain Wesley Snipes with wrinkles on his face? Like, or obvious makeup on, and we gonna act like he's the same nigga from the 90s.
Yeah,
it's not gonna work. We need a new Blade no matter what. So if you're gonna bring him back, you can't. I don't know if you could bring back Wesley Snipes and make him be like a teacher or something or some other guy. But you can't have him like, oh, Blade is back as Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Being Blade now. That don't really work anymore.
You got. I would be fine if they make it where he passed the torch or something.
Yeah.
Pass it to a younger guy or some shit. I know that's kind of cheesy. Blade had a son, and his son is going to be the next superhero. Like, I know that's a little cheesy, but I'd rather do that than trying to restore Blade from '97 or whatever the fuck that movie came out. And speaking of the new Blade, the Marshala Ali, did you see he was supposed to? I think there's rumors he gonna make a cameo. I don't know if it's in Doomsday or one of the Marvel movies. He's gonna make a cameo as Blade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I guess the issue is the actual production of the movie. So I guess there's a lot of differences in the movie, which is why they probably keep putting it off. But it was rumors that he probably gonna be in. I don't know if it's the next Avengers movie, and he'll be playing Blade. So
yeah, it's been really confusing to me how they couldn't make that movie work. It's such a simple concept, but they had directors come on and quit. They had writers get fired or leave, and everybody, it just fell apart somehow. And I'm like, how the fuck did this movie fall apart?
Yeah,
you put a nigga that kills vampires in the movie and have him kill vampires. That's all it takes. Y'all made Ant-Man work, and that's way weirder of a concept than Blade.
They keeping Ant-Man alive, man.
Yes, he's like the leader of the Avengers now. He's like the OG.
He got like 4 movies.
Yeah. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? Guardians of the Galaxy, who nobody had ever heard of before they got the movie, became big stars. So if these weird concepts can work, I don't see how they could not make a Blade movie in, like, I don't know what it's been, damn near 10 years since it got announced. Been a long ass time, and they can't make it work somehow. So weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna tap in eventually for Spider-Man, but I don't know if I'll see it in the theaters. But Doomsday, I'm definitely gonna tap in for. When's that come out again? November?
Doomsday, I'm not sure.
I think November. Let me see.
December 18th.
Oh, December. Okay, I was gonna say if it's November, that's gonna be a busy month with Grand Theft Auto 6 and Avengers coming out the same month, but I guess it's December. Sidebar. So I've been watching. They had a bunch of game conference things, announcing new games coming out for this year and next year, and a lot of good stuff coming out. They announced a new Resident Evil coming out next year. They announced a new Final Fantasy coming out. They announced a bunch of stuff that looked cool. New God of War with some lady, a bunch of cool stuff. One thing I noticed, nothing is coming out in November. Nothing except Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out in November. Everybody ran from Grand Theft Auto 6. Everything is coming out from August, September, some October, or next year. Everybody ducked the smoke for Grand Theft Auto 6.
They ducking Taylor Swift.
Yes, this is exactly like that. Taylor Swift drop an album, everybody move out the way. Yeah. Everybody moved out the way for Grand Theft Auto 6. Nothing else. I was watching these conferences. I'm like, is anything gonna come out in November? Nothing is coming out in November, man. Nothing except Grand Theft Auto 6.
Grand Theft Auto, and that's it.
Yes.
That's it for the year.
That's super funny to me, man. Like, everybody ducked the smoke. Everybody said, nah, we ain't dropping nothing in November.
Do that kind of make you more excited now that is might be really happening?
No, I think it's going to drop. I don't think it's going to be delayed. I think if it were going to be delayed, we would have known about it by now. It's getting kind of close to the point where I think it's locked in. I think it's locked in. Now, will it live up to the hype? I don't even know if it's possible. I don't know if it's possible to live up to the hype. I might need a real hooker to come with the copy of the game for it to live up to the hype, because it's been so much hype, man. I don't think any video game in history has had more hype than Grand Theft Auto 6. So will it live up to it? I don't know, but I'm hyped for it. I will get it on launch day. I'll play it. So
Yeah, and this a game you getting for sure, right?
yeah, for sure. I'm getting it. I'm gonna lock in. I usually don't because I know it's gonna be like 70, 80 bucks, maybe more, but I'm gonna lock in for it. Hopefully it's good. I can't be bad. I can't imagine it being bad.
Yeah, it's interesting because they do have the official release date, I guess, according to I guess Gemini AI, November 19th, and the pre-order actually starts next week on the 25th.
Oh shit.
So you can actually hit the pre-order button.
Yeah, that's what I like about modern gaming. Now I can just fucking pre-order it to download when it comes out. Come home, shit's on my PS5, load it up, start playing. Don't got to go to GameStop. Speaking of which, I don't even know if the GameStop's near me anymore. They're closing down GameStops left and right.
Yeah, they are.
So, but yeah, I'll go ahead, just pop that shit in, start playing on release date.
Yeah.
I do kind of miss the midnight openings. I remember those back in the day because my mom used to work for GameStop. She was a district manager for GameStop. And we used to have midnight openings for all the big games, man. I remember Halo 2 had a big one. San Andreas Grand Theft Auto had a big one. I think I remember when the PS2 came out. That was a huge one when that shit came out.
San Andreas or Vice City?
San Andreas. I think Vice City we had one too, or they had one. But San Andreas was the bigger one because that was super anticipated at the time.
Yeah.
And of course the Maddens that came out, they had midnight openings for those too. And it was fun. It was fun to go out and fucking hang out at midnight and talk to people and get the game, go home, put it in and play all night. Fucking go sleep at 6 a.m. or some shit. So I do miss those days, but
yeah,
I'm too old for that now.
Yeah. And just the FYI, the last Grand Theft Auto game was originally released September of 2013.
For the PS3 and Xbox 360, not even the fucking PS4.
Not PS4, not PS5.
PS3. Yes.
Yeah. I remember getting that game that day too. Like I went to GameStop. It was a little line in there too, but it wasn't like a crazy wrapped around the corner line.
Yeah.
But I remember getting in line to get it. And I got it for Xbox 360.
Yep. I had it for PS3.
It's crazy. People still playing that game. Like 13 years later, man, that game's still popular.
Yeah, they modded it, they updated it for PS5 and all that shit. So they updated the graphics and all that. I've still never actually beat it. I actually need to go back. That's my goal, maybe until before Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. I got to go ahead and beat Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah,
because I never could really get into it like that. But I got to go ahead and get it. So that's my new mission for the next few months. All right, we're almost exactly at 2 hours, so we can go ahead and probably cut the podcast here, man. I think we're good. Anything else going on that you can think of right now? I think that might about do it.
Yeah, I think that's it. Not nothing worth mentioning.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for us. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to everybody who it applies to, and your dads if it doesn't apply to you. We'll be back next week, most likely. And kick it with us. Thanks for chilling with us. Thanks for hanging out with us. And until next time.
Peace and happy Juneteenth.
Yeah, that's right. It's Juneteenth. Yeah, happy Juneteenth. Okay, sidebar real quick. Before you end the podcast, are you annoyed that this is still like a national celebration? A Texas thing or Southern thing in general?
Yeah, I'm not as annoyed. I feel like to me, to be completely honest with you, I get annoyed seeing people celebrating the off days that was talking shit about Juneteenth.
Yeah,
when they start doing it. So I was that's the only time I was a little annoyed, but I still feel like I worked today. I didn't even take off today, and I'm still not really treating it like the holiday, like it's the 4th of July for some reason. It don't have that feeling for me yet. I feel like it's better than what it was before. I feel like people at least bringing it up as a holiday, but for some reason it felt like another day right now to me.
To me, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like when I think of Juneteenth as a national holiday, I think of like that cringy time in 2020 post George Floyd when everybody was jumping out the window to throw black people a bone because they felt bad about the video. And sometimes, I don't know if you see this, man, sometimes you see people pulling up posts from that time, and it's the most cringy shit, man. Like the Pistons posting, oh, today is October 12th, which means it's a great day to arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor.
Oh shit.
Why are the Pistons tweeting this, man? Like, what the fuck?
Damn, man.
Dog, the shit was out of control. The companies, like, I remember somebody pulled up Grand Theft Auto, shut down the servers for like 5 hours in remembrance of George Floyd. And I'm like, what the fuck was going on in the country, man? What the fuck?
I remember specifically, and I went through this. Odyssey overall had a moment of silence for George Floyd. You probably don't remember this.
I don't.
So we had to pretty much mute the whole station. I think it was like seriously, however many seconds they was on his neck for. What was it, like 12 seconds or whatever?
Wait, they timed it for the cops, the time that he was on the floor with the cops and knee on his neck.
Yeah,
that was how long the moment of silence was.
Yes, I remember.
That's not funny, but
it was everything. Like, it was all over Odyssey. It wasn't just like it was Houston. It was everywhere. Like Odyssey overall. And I was just thinking in the back of my mind, I'm like, y'all don't really care about this shit. Y'all just trying to do something. Like, nobody cared about this shit.
Yeah, dog. So that's what I think of when I think of people getting off for Juneteenth, like in New York City and shit. I feel like I just remember that cringy time when people were jumping out the window with trying to be apologetic to every black person you see or know. And like the commentary during the bubble of the NBA when that guy, I forget his name, was saying a bunch of Black history factoids during the games. And I'm like, man, just call the fucking game, man. All right. So
Yeah.
like shit like that was just very cringy to me. And that's what I think of when I think of June. I like the celebration. I've been to Juneteenth parades and shit. I've attended that. I like it, but I don't like niggas in Wyoming getting that day off. Like, what y'all got to do with this shit? This is the Galveston, more specifically Texas thing. What the fuck y'all got to do with Juneteenth?
Yeah.
So
it was a little irritating at that time. And mind you, once they made it a national holiday, then you had people, and this is no shade at all, but people from the Houston, Texas, like, oh, happy Juneteenth, I'm off today.
Yep.
And it's just like, man, you just taking advantage of this shit, man. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, so I was just like, man, all right. Like, we just about to use this as a Martin Luther King Day, man.
Yeah, but
And
even
just-
that was like, at least that was as a history behind it. This one is just, okay, we need something to show black people we're sorry. So Juneteenth, okay, we'll pick that. It really felt like it was random. So I would rather they create a new holiday out of something that happened back in the day instead of like Malcolm X's birthday. How about have that fucking day off? I'll be down with that. But the Juneteenth shit was just them. They saw we already had a thing in the South, in Texas, and they said, that's a national thing now. R.I.P. George Floyd.
Yeah.
Like, so
it would have been really funny, or it would have been really a thing if they decided to make a George Floyd Day.
yeah,
I know they weren't gonna do it, but
I'm sure they were thinking about it because they really went overboard with the George Floyd Like the statues and stuff, I didn't like it when now all that stuff was going on. I felt like they were acting like he was a civil rights leader or somebody who was, a leader in the community, and it was just a dude who got fucked up in that situation. So I didn't like all that. I didn't like the kneeling with the Congress with the fucking African colors and shit, RBG and all them, or it wasn't RBG, it was somebody else. But I just didn't like all that stuff. That's what it reminds me of, that cringy 2020 period where everybody just lost their mind, including COVID, all that shit that happened after COVID. So crazy time in 2020 that I don't think we think about enough.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. But anywho, happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody. And until next time.
Peace.